there was two reasons why I had that ability. One was being in prison, and two, in Texas prison, there are guys who have been doing prison sentences who have inherited libraries, collections of books from guys that have been doing time since the 1800s. There are many old prisons in Texas, and those books from those libraries were boxed away and put away. And when new prisons were built, like in 1993, 94, 95, I went to prison in 1990 when I was 17 years old. But there was this huge prison industrial complex, this building where 116 prisons were built across Texas. Texas is huge, and there was all kinds of new draconian penal laws, drug laws. It was all specifically designed to put a lot of people away and to make a lot of people rich, because they put factories, manufacturing, logistics factories in all these prisons. But the benefit that I had was that in building all these new prisons, many of the older prisons had these massive libraries, these 180 and 90-year-old prisons, and a lot of those books were boxed up, and they were supposed to make it to new prisons. But humanitarians on the outside had other ideas. They donated truckloads from schools, high schools, and colleges that had closed down or been foreclosed on in Texas. All those libraries were boxed up, and volunteers brought those books to the prisons. So the new prisons got all these books from all these libraries, whereas all the older books that were in prison already were boxed away and put in storages in different prison units. And because one of my jobs for the unit was SSI, I was supposed to catalog everything that was in every cubby hole in every prison, all the storages, all the basements, everywhere, all the old cell blocks that had been condemned that were now being used as storages. So for years, I just went through all these old buildings, and I just collected all these books, and I traded. Once I read books, I traded with all the other prisoners that had very old books as well. So that's one reason why the Archaics data is so unique. The other reason is because I had 26 years to do it, and very few people in the free world have that time. They have societal obligations, family obligations. They're raising families. They're working. They have hobbies, entertainment. They're dating. I never had any of that. All I was doing day to day was reading, absorbing information, taking notes, and sending my notes home. So in a nutshell, that's how I acquired my education, and this is why I'm always telling people on the Archaics channel that you can guarantee that 100% of my data is from original books and reports. I take absolutely no data points or data sets from the internet.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like, it's